Top of the morning to you. I think I'm gonna sand on this thing a little bit. See if any grains show up. I still don't know what kind of wood it is. And I got an idea for finishing it. Let's go. All right, I sanded a section of this down. I still don't know what kind of wood it is, but it's not poplar. Okay, I have some vinegar. It's apple cider vinegar. And I have some double-aught steel wool. Dipped steel wool in the vinegar. Right, I did a small section of this and I'm going to let it sit and I'm going to see what color it turns after that vinegar makes that steel wool rust. We'll see what kind of color we're going to get. But man, that is some beautiful wood. I still don't know what it is. I wonder if it's something weird like, I don't even know. I just don't know. But it's looking cool. That's just the vinegar and steel wool. So I'm going to try a little bit of this vinegar and steel wool on this white pine. And we'll let this one sit just as like the other one, and we'll see what a little time does. It's supposed to take a day for the rust to come out. But there you go. Let's check back on this thing in a little bit, or the next day, or whatever. So I got a batch of firewood. It's stuff I had to cut up because of the storm. I didn't have to cut any trees down. I just had to clean up the mess so I could get in and out of the driveway. But I got some good stuff. Cherry and oak. So first I got to download it. Then I got to upload it. A friend of mine gave me this yard art, these giant fish. They're heavy. They're like way over 100 pounds a piece. Those things are cool. They're about 6 foot long. Yeah, now I gotta figure out where I want to put them. But they're just, aren't they just the coolest? I love it. That's a good bit of firewood. That ought to last a while. My neighbor Mike, who gave me this foam board for the ceiling of the little guest house, he said he cuts it with a skill saw. So this is my first time, and I'm finding out as it goes along that this works perfect. That stuff went in there right tight, perfect. All right, let's get her done. This is just a couple of, maybe 3 hours. Look at the color that turned. That is incredible. It has a gray-blue tint to it. That's really cool. And on the white pine, it did great. So here's a stain you can use without any weird smells other than the smell of vinegar. How about that? Yep, pretty cool. Just apple cider vinegar, steel wool. Rub it on, let it sit, and then you can sand it and make it lighter. It kind of looks like a walnut stain. Wow, that's just awesome. I'm real happy with that. Cool. I love this stain, so I'm going to go ahead and sand the rest of this thing and stain it. I like the saw marks on it, so I'm not trying to get it slick like store-bought. I'm just trying to take the rough edges off it. And it's such an easy method of staining wood. It's really bringing out the grain and the saw marks. Perfect. Alrighty. It's time to dig the potatoes. Let's see if I can find the right rake. Yeah, I think that one will work. Sure enough, too. Yep. You ready to dig them taters? All right, there's so many sticks from that storm. Hey look, we're on TV. So we planted these taters in this early spring because the first batch got froze out and some of them came back. And then we added some little bitty red potatoes, probably, what would that have been? Maybe May? Maybe. And it looks like it's all died out and ready to dig if there's any in there. Absolutely no sign of any potato plants. So let's see what you got. Yeah? Whoa, I see one. I see one. That might have been like them little red ones we planted. One. Well, we always heard they grew good in sand. We're going to find out if that's true or not.
getting a mess of them.
Yeah.
A little pot.
Couldn't feed a family of 4 off it, but Jan can have a nice little miniature cup of tater soup.
Yummy, yummy.
All right. That's funny though.
Taters.
Well, I guess you could say we'd starve as farmers, but we'll learn. Isn't that funny? Look at them mini things. Jelly bean potatoes, a new variety. All right, I got the insulation on the ceiling. Yay! All right, what's next is some small nailers. Some kind of piece of trim that'll go right in here. And that way I can nail something to it across. But I want to leave these things exposed because these are going to be exposed. It's going to look cool. Here we go. I had some old, almost half-inch plywood, 7/16, but I ripped it into 1-inch strips, and then I'll attach them like I did that one. Then I'll have something to nail to. Here we go. Sure is looking good around here. A lot of work's going into this shed to tiny house, but it's worth it. I think I'm having way more fun than I'm supposed to be having, if there's such a thing. Hey, appreciate y'all coming along. See you on the next one.